Real talk, pop culture, junkies. Get down or lay down. But if you lay down, you've chosen to stay down. Also, hit those like and subscribe buttons. I am your host, Mars British Accent.
What up, though? Real talk, pop culture junkies. It's your boy Mars. What's good? I'm back talking about my baby boy Carlton Banks. Cause I ain't like that last video. I ain't like the audio. I ain't like how it was going. But here we are. And like I said, I don't like how y'all was talking about this boy in the last few weeks or whatever. You know, niggas was going in on this nigga and his family, like I said in the last video. And I just find that shit bizarre, man. You know what I'm saying? I find it real bizarre that y'all got time to talk about this nigga and Chris Duncan and any other, black man that's married to a white woman. But you ask damn near any black woman, and the majority of the shit you go hear, not all the time, but a good portion of the people that you ask this question of, like, would you fuck with a white dude? They gonna say yeah, and then they gonna shit on niggas right after to justify saying that shit. They gonna say white niggas will treat you better and this and this and this and this and this. And the news and all type of other shit suggests otherwise. You get what I'm saying? Like, how I put it? When you see a black woman with a white man, the majority of black women are gonna rationalize. The majority of black people are gonna rationalize, oh, she trying to get her money, or she want to be financially secure, or whatever the fuck. But I challenge you to challenge your mind to see it as, ain't that prostitution? You get what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, what else do you call it? You get what I'm saying? What else do you call that shit? So, I don't get it. So Carlton can get with a white woman who probably owns some shit, credit in fairly good shape and shit like that or whatever. Statistically, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody. You know what I mean? This bitch would think a 700 credit score is bad and shit like that. Like, bro, think about that shit. Like, this nigga Carlton is not supposed, he ain't allowed to get, he ain't allowed to be happy with who he want to be with. He ain't allowed to say, hey man, I love, and he, again, like I said, it was a guy on Facebook who challenged me. He was like, hey man, he a sellout. He put black women down. I say, bro, when the fuck he put black women down? How? Where? When did he do this? He said, oh man, he might not have did it, directly, but he came out like, I love white women and shit. Okay, bro, last time I checked, this was America, or United States of America at least, and in these motherfucking states, they got freedom of speech. Feel me? I think this nigga can say whatever the fuck he want to say with their reason. And if you saw the video, he's drunk. He's at some type of event. And he's like, man, I just love that white women love me. This man is drunk as fuck, bro. And you don't know what the fuck the events were that led up to him saying that shit. And again, what is wrong with that statement? You know what I mean? And I got a picture of Michael Jackson kids up because these are people that's been disrespected in the media. Niggas that said these niggas is clones, fake people, all type of shit. Fucking test tube babies and shit. Like, why is it when it's a black man with a white woman, or a black man have kids with white women, y'all go in on that nigga? Y'all went in on Drake, baby. Y'all go in on pretty much any man that has a kid with white women. Y'all went in on Childish Gambino. Y'all went in on Lawrence from motherfucking Insecure. The fucking Luke Cage nigga. Like, y'all, like, what the fuck, bro? And like I said, he said he liked white women. You know what I'm saying? Okay, who gives a fuck? Was any of y'all trying to get this nigga some pussy? You know what I mean? This bitch Eve go on fucking the whatever fucking show she a part of, or whatever show she was a fucking guest host of, whatever the fuck, the Chew, the View, or any of that. That shit all the same shit. And I didn't like the way this bitch was talking about our days with Rough Riders. I didn't like the way she was fucking talking about that shit. And now she up faking that shit on fucking that new show with Brandy and them and shit. And nobody give a fuck. Serena fucking with Brett Ratner, who got just as bad a fucking reputation as Harvey Weinstein and shit. And nobody gives a fuck. Nobody says shit. That bitch ain't never been with a nigga darker than a brown paper bag. You get what I'm saying? Nobody gives a fuck. But this nigga Carlton say what he say. He's like the worst black person that ever lived. My nigga Steve Urkel got a baby with a white girl. This another nigga that y'all not checking for. Y'all not trying to make sure the nigga, y'all not trying to, you know what I'm saying? But then y'all want to sit up and judge this nigga for who he spent his time with or had kids with or whatever the fuck. Like, the shit kind of pathetic, bro. Because some of y'all got baby daddies who are alcoholics. Some of y'all got baby daddies who are woman beaters, child abusers, motherfucking philanderers, like, you know what I'm saying? And y'all praise these black women for fucking with a white man who, honestly, you probably couldn't pull. You get what I'm saying? Probably wouldn't even look your way on your best day. Probably a smash, but like, they getting married and you ain't never had a ring. So it's crazy that these same motherfucking people is sitting up and down in this nigga Carlton but some shit they can't even have, which is a marriage. You get what I mean? Think about that shit. And it's niggas too. It's niggas too who pull this shit. And again, these white women who your ass probably can't pull because your ass ain't able to be in the areas they in. Your ass ain't able to buy a house. Your ass ain't able to have a lot of shit because your credit fucked up. So it's like, maybe we should focus on that instead of who these niggas is fucking. You know what I mean? And then when you start being in areas where you can meet Colombian women and fucking Brazilian women and shit like that, then let's see how let's see you play that black card. Let's see how. That's what I'm saying. Let's see these same motherfuckers pull the fucking Africans and Zambulu shit when they got money and they around nothing but white bitch, ocean of white bitches. Let's see you. I got black women and they're like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. You gonna do the same shit this nigga did, and you know you gonna do that shit. You get what I'm saying? Look at all these motherfucking athletes and motherfucking movie stars, athletes, corporate niggas. Like, get the fuck out of here. I work downtown in Detroit, bro. Niggas love white bitches. It's just, and white bitches love niggas. And white niggas love black women. And it's just what the fuck it is. It's been that way for like 600 to 800 motherfucking years on this land we living on. You get what I mean? Forcibly at first, sometimes, most of the time. Now, motherfucker, I think it's more bedwitching going on now than when motherfucker Thomas Jefferson was president, bro. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, are y'all really still hung up on that shit? This prejudice shit? Or selective prejudice shit that y'all on? Because it's really selective. Because I've seen in Little Caesars Arena some cash doll looking black women with some Larry the Cable Guy looking white motherfuckers. And their justification for this shit is, well, this nigga got money. And da-da-da-da. Well, why this nigga Carlton can't be with a white woman that do real estate and own her own houses and rent them bitches out or sell them? You know what I'm saying? Why he can't be happy with her and LaQuisha be happy with Larry the Cable Guy who probably got a wife, you get what I'm saying? Or probably is a raging alcoholic or some shit like that. But, you know, he in his nice guy face because he wants some coochie. Like, let's be, like, motherfuckers do not think. They just react to shit and react to shit and react to shit and then cower behind, I didn't know that. Why didn't you shut the fuck up and find out first? You get what I'm saying? Why didn't you fucking use that phone your ass got in your hand and Google this shit before you fucking sat there and said some shit that wasn't fucking true, or fucking threw some shit on somebody's name just because you really a prejudiced motherfucker? You get what I'm saying? That's what it really boiled down to. You get what I mean? Fuck white niggas and all, but when a black man with a white woman, you literally think less of that nigga, but you're doing the same thing. I don't fucking understand that, ladies. I really gotta explain that shit. For real. Well, Carlton what? You get what I'm saying? The man is a talented dancer and actor, and the nigga was born into a family that was fortunate enough to get him to the places he got in his career. he's a bad guy for that. Because as I said, my man typed the shit like, well, they know black experience, and Carlton was well-to-do. Okay, so that makes more sense as to why he's saying what the fuck he's saying, don't it? You get what I'm saying? Like, it would be worse if the nigga was from Compton or some shit saying this shit. But if this nigga is from, somewhere where white people are plentiful, you get what I'm saying? Wouldn't it make more sense that he be, culturally familiar with white bitches to where he could conversate with them to pull them? Where he culturally familiar enough to where, he's sending all the right signals for them to be all over him, for him to make a comment like that? Like I said, Alphonso Riberio not an ugly guy, no homo. Alphonso Riberio's financially secure guy and famous. So you gotta give this nigga his props and his flowers for the culture. You think, what the fuck? Carlton didn't contribute nothing to the culture? Are you fucking serious? The Carlton dance? Niggas say on polo down like Carlton? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Give this nigga his fucking respect, bro. And stop playing. Stop disrespecting this nigga Carlton. Have the same energy for everybody. If you don't like interracial relationships, motherfucker, you gotta not like interracial motherfucking relationships. Don't fucking pick and choose who the fuck get to be with who, and then, you know what I'm saying? On some Nazi shit, like, get the fuck out of here. If you don't like interracial relationships, you don't like interracial relationships, and that's fine. But don't fucking pick and choose, because then you full of shit. And if you a man or a woman letting people get away with that shit, you're full of shit too, bro. You get what I mean? Serena Williams was with Brett Ratner, who got a reputation as bad as Harvey Weinstein. Serena Williams put her stuff out there so much so, motherfucking Will Ferrell even considered fucking her, bro, and asked Brett Ratner, like, what is that like? What is that like? So before you go to say what Serena Williams did for the culture, or black whatever the fuck, she also did that shit. You get what I mean? She also ain't been with nobody darker than a brown paper motherfucking bag. And Eve got with this white nigga, and all that shit from Barbershop that she was portraying stopped. And there's two ways to look at it. Oh, she grew and, whatever. Fine. But then she also made these fucking comments that everybody just seemed to forget. Same thing with Drake. Drake had his baby with a white woman. And he professed all his love for black culture and shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Whatever. But I also know this nigga got a picture out here with him in blackface and all this other goofy shit. And everybody just glossed over that shit. He got a baby. And then proceeded to roast that baby. Now they love that baby. Like, y'all motherfuckers are psychotic, bipolar motherfuckers, bro. And I mean that shit, America, black women, black men. Y'all motherfuckers is bipolar. Y'all bipolar and a bit cowardly too, because y'all pick and choose who the fuck y'all come for. Y'all pick and choose who you judge, pick and choose who you look down on. You just pick and choosing motherfuckers. And I don't like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Leave Carlton alone or have the same energy for everybody, y'all. And I mean that shit. Real talk, pop culture junkie. It's your boy Mars in the building. I mean, I need y'all to really let me know what's going on in the comment section. Hit like, subscribe button, let me know what y'all think. Listen to me on the Anchor FM app, anchor.fm. Yeah, that's right. And I got links in the description. There's links on the page. Follow me on Facebook at Real Talk Pop Culture Junkies. Follow me gaming on Facebook at PCJ G Gamers. It's Pop Culture Junkies Gamers, but it's PCJ Gamers. I think it's like that. I don't know. Links gonna be in the description in the video, y'all. But like I said, leave Carlton. Not only do you leave Carlton alone as far as the disrespect goes, but all people mind your motherfucking business, dog. If you feel like it's pro-black this and black people should be that, I bet I never see you with a white motherfucker. I bet not see y'all talking. Like I said. Even brother Polite, and he got a whole fucking weird situation going on with that shit. But brother Polite even said, like, nigga, you got a bill. You can't, what the fuck? You You know what I mean? We don't own America. We don't own the land of the United States. Nigga, you gotta talk to motherfuckers who do own shit on this motherfucker to get somewhere. You gotta grow. You gotta network. You gotta build. And this is the world we live on. We live on a fucking planet. We don't live on a fucking island. You get what I mean? You gotta network. You gotta grow. You gotta expand. That means you gotta fucking merge families sometimes, kingdoms, fucking business. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's what I'm saying. Niggas know so much and don't and know so little. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I said, follow me, hit like and subscribe. I'm out, y'all.